So hey everyone, in this video I want to talk about optimization of images in Next.js. Okay, so within our current application we just have this one image that we are rendering on the home screen. Okay, so if I just try to inspect this particular image, we see that this is the image. When if you go to the network tab and try to refresh, it makes a request to the image, okay, from that is coming from Next.js. So once we have built the application, so you see that this is the image that that Next.js is making a request to our static assets that is coming from this underscore next folder. Okay, so and if I try to look at the details, this is of the size like 1 MB, and this is of the type JPEG. Okay, so this is by default without using the Next.js component that is provided from Next itself. Okay, so if we go to the elements tab and see that this is a normal image tag, which is as usual I showed you the path that is from picking up from the next static assets. Okay, and this does not have any additional information like priority and all that. Okay, so now let's convert this image to Next.js image element and just try to see what changes do we actually get. So now let us convert this regular image tag into Next.js image component. Okay, so I'm just going to type in image and you will see some import suggestions. Okay, so one is from Andy and one is from next/image. Okay, so we want the import to come from next/image, so I'm going to hit that, so that will auto import. And now if we just go back to our application and see, most probably we might get a warning. Okay, so now if I just reload this, yeah, so it says that we get a missing width and a height property for our image. Okay, so width and height is actually mandatory, but we do not have to manually set it, but we can give it a property such that it will take the available space which is actually available on the for the particular image. Okay, so let us now go back and give this particular width and height, so I can just show you manually what exactly it happens. So I can just give this a width of like 300 pixel and height of 500 pixel, sorry, 150 pixel. And now if I just save this, we should see the warning go, but for some reason the image actually loaded very late, if you would have noticed for a second. Okay, that is because this is actually lazy loading the images, and we need to actually disable that as well. Okay, so and also you see that the image is slightly distorted because I didn't give the appropriate width and height, so that is the reason maybe. And now if I just inspect this image and just try to look what do we actually get, and you see that it is still rendering a regular image tag, so nothing nothing special in that. So we get some extra attributes, like you see that this loading is set to lazy. Okay, so and also we set the width and height that we actually set within our Next.js image tag. Okay, so and also we get some other properties, like you see the source set. Okay, so this is basically a property which will optimize your image based on your screen resolution of your device actually. Okay, so I'm using a high resolution device like MacBook Air, so that is why this is actually using a higher resolution image. And suppose if you're using a mobile screen, so that doesn't need high resolution to display that image. Okay, so it will optimize your image based on the different screen size and also the the resolution of your device which you are viewing this website on. Okay, like you see here, for this the width is 384 pixels something, and the quality is like of 75, and over here it differs. Okay, so this is all about how Next.js actually optimizes your images. So let us now go back and let us not give manual width and height, and we can just set this for now to 0 and height of 0. You might be wondering why am I doing this, because I want to expand how much available space it has, and that's the prop of sizes. Okay, so the sizes prop will actually like if you just pass in 100 viewport width. Okay, so this will take in the entire width of how much available space it has. So now if I just save this and go back to our application, and if I just close this, you see that it still has the same width. Okay, so you see that it took a second to load because I have set the because by default the lazy loading is true. Okay, so now if I just inspect this and go to this image, and you see that now it is using different widths. Okay, so if the viewport width is like 640 pixels, then use this particular width. Okay, and also it keeps on scaling up to the largest width. Okay, so you see that keeps on growing proportionally to their screen size width. Okay, and you see that we have already applied the sizes prop to 100 viewport width, and rest of all everything else is same. All right, so now let us remove this lazy loading property, which says that loading equals lazy. So that what happens in lazy loading is your image will be loaded very late, thinking that this is not a priority image, and it is somewhere in the bottom of your screen. So since this image is right in front of our screen as soon as we land on this page, so we need to load this image as soon as possible. Okay, so we do not want lazy loading for this images. So we can do, what we can do is we can just set a priority prop over here. Okay, so you just need to set priority like so, and now if we just go back to our image, and you see that the image is loaded as soon as possible. Okay, irrespective of how large the image size is. Okay, so now if I just go back and inspect this particular element, and you see that now the fetch priority is high. Okay, instead of that lazy loading, loading equals lazy. Okay, and yeah, so if I just also inspect the image of this particular image, you see that this is right now a WebP file and not a JPEG file anymore. Okay, and you see that the file is significantly reduced. It is just 17.4 KB because I am right now in my it is within the small screen size. Okay, so if I also expand this, so it will also increase the size of this image. Okay, so now if I just make a reload, you see that the image also, the size also increases. Okay, so now if I just expand this, you see that now it became 52 KB. Okay, so this actually varies based on your screen size. Okay, so based on your pixel density which you are viewing this website on. So this is one of the best features that Next.js offers us, and how exactly it optimizes our images. Okay, I hope this explanation gave you a better idea of Next.js image. So that's it for this video, guys. So I hope you liked it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.